Hey, what's up guys? I just thought I'd show you this one. As you can see, I am in my ship, the Nurnburg. We are on the map Neighbours, and also as you can see, the matchmaking isn't that favourable to me, bearing in mind I am a tier 6. I wasn't expecting too much, especially when we've got tier 8s in there, and also a Lexington as well. There's a Turpitz, Bismarck, Roma. So matchmaking a little bit difficult before me, I must admit. But I'm going to try and make the most of it. I am doing the mission where you have to get 5 kills with the Prince Friedrich missions. Now I have completed them all, but I just thought I'd go back and just try this mission. But if ever you've had this ship, it's quite a tricky ship when it's up to you. I must admit, you tend to get deleted quite a lot. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to push into C, and then as I get up near C, I'm going to turn around and kite away and use my back guns. So I load AP, because there are some broadsides there for me
Massive
to shoot
storm
at.
moving in.
Now one good thing is the enemy CV hasn't got AP bombs. It does actually have just conventional bombs, which is a plus. So I'm going to start opening up, and I take a shot at the Mogami, and then I'm just switching targets. I'm just being that kiting away, that harassing ship, because I can't go toe to toe with pretty much any of these. So there's Mogami showing broadside. I've got AP loaded. And I'm just gonna stay away from them for now. There's no point in me going in, because I'll just get obliterated. They'll just wipe me out. So the Mogami's still showing a bit of broadside. To me, I think he was sailing a bit too much there, like showing broadside without altering course or anything like that. And then we've got a Chapiev coming in, so I'm gonna try and focus the Chapiev. Maybe I should have switched to HE there, maybe. And I think this is what this ship does best. You know, it kites away, it uses its back guns. The guns on it, you know, you've got 2 guns at the back, 1 at the front, so it is a kiting ship. The Chapiev takes a big hit there, and we managed to kill him. Now, looking at the map, the actual mini-map, I've noticed that we've kind of lemming trained to the same place. RDD is stuck at B. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn and I'm going to go down to B and help him out.
I need help.
Cleveland's there is stuck behind the island, pushed in a little bit too far. B's being capped now, so we know where their DD is. There's a broadside Roma there, still got AP loaded.
That's how it's done.
I'm constantly checking round.
Attention, support that target.
And there's the DD. So it's RDD against their DD. So I'm going to go to B and support him. So I switch to HE.
Concentrate fire on the target.
And someone asked to concentrate target there, which I am doing. He's not showing up yet, but there are planes going over. The CV sending his bombers, which I must admit the CV did a pretty good job on this on this game. So I'm firing quite a few shells, but I'm not really getting any hits, any damage. So I'm going to see if I can take on this this DD here. If we can get that out of the way. It is the only DD that they've got, so you know, if we can get that out of the way, then that's a big plus for the team.
All stations, concentrate fire on the target.
I'm going to keep shooting at him. I'll just look over the the island there to see where he's going. But I must admit, it has been literally years since I've played this ship. So all I'm going to do is I'm just going to keep targeting this DD, try and take him down, because the more health I take off him, that's less work what the DD has to do, RDD. So I fire at him there, that was a pretty good salvo. It was only for 1,000, but there's a torque drop, and the CV managed to get a torping. Now he does go behind the island here, and he does manage to survive, but we forced him away. Now if you have a look at the minimap, we've got our carrier going to A, all their forces have been trained to C, and so's ours, except for me and the Cossack. So now what I put in the chart, I put for the CV to cap A, so if the CV can go and cap A, I can go to B and start shooting over the islands. And then we'll have a 2-cap advantage, with our main force stopping them from pushing down into B. I managed to get a fire. I am being targeted. As soon as I'm targeted, I turn into the shots. He does manage to get a little hit on me, but it could have been a lot worse. And there's another 2 base defended. So I know that Bismarck is possibly one of the primary air cappers in the cap, so I'll just try and keep resetting it. There's another base defended. There's another one. So just as long as I keep targeting, it'll be a while since I cap that, because all I'm doing is just resetting it. And so far, I've got 8 base defended. And I'm up to 21,000 damage. And then I try and get a fire on the Friedrich as well. I get another fire on the Bismarck. And this is what this ship does the best. You know, you're out there, you're kiting away, you're being that harassing ship. And the Lexington's up there. So I target the Lexington. I'm going to go behind the island a little bit because I am spotted. I target the Charles Martel. And unfortunately, the CV has actually managed to crash into the island. Instead of capping it, instead of going round. So I'm going to try and target this CV. Now we do have a cyclone coming in. I am being targeted. And then I managed to go dark. But looking at the minimap, the Charles Martel is possibly going to push down, then try and push us out of B. But I think this is where maybe the push is going to come. They are going to have to do something. And unfortunately, we lose our DD. Now, because we lost our DD there, I know that Charles Martel is going to start pushing. So it's up to me to stop him. Now, I turn and I kite away from him, and I can use my back guns on him. So I'm just going to slow down. I do get detected, and there he is. So I am going to take him on. Bearing in mind, he's a tier 8 ship. Don't forget, I'm a tier 6. He does manage to knock one of my turrets out. I send torps out. I do manage to angle away. He's down to 3. I managed to get a fire on him. He repairs a fire, but I'm just going to keep shooting. Still got my back guns. Unfortunately, my torps missed, but he does turn. I think he knows that he's going to die, and hopefully on my next salvo I do actually manage to kill him. And there we go. So that's 1 kill for the Prince Friedrich Eitel mission, which I'm happy about. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn around, and then I notice the Friedrich at D7, So I'm going to turn round, and then also I'm going to support this New Orleans as well. If me and this New Orleans can stay together, we can share AA. And then on the minimap, you can just see that the CV is actually pushed down just behind the Charles Martel for some reason. I'm not really too sure why, but I would have thought it'd stay possibly north, maybe, on the B line round there. B6 round there. So I've turned round and I am going to push the CV. Here come his bombers. So like I say, we are sharing AA, which the AA on this isn't great, and there's the CV. And the CV does actually manage to get a drop off there. The New Orleans has got 104 HP. But unfortunately, he does die to the Lexington secondaries. I do send torps out there. But I managed to get him on fire. He has damage gone. And I'm going to try and take him down. I'm going to try and kill him. He's got 130 HP left. I have been secondaries. And I managed to get another kill.
Enemy aircraft carrier destroyed.
So what I'm going to do now is I've actually looked at the mini-map, and just looking at the positions, we do have a York coming in, but it looks like he's going wide, and then the two battleships, they are actually going to try and start pushing the North Carolina. That's what it looks like on the mini-map. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to try and go behind the North Carolina. Only because if I go in front of it, through the gap there in the two little islands, I'll be pretty much on my own. I'll try and get rid of this fighter. Even my own fighters engaging him as well, and I still can't shoot him down. That's how good this AA is on this shit. Which is why when I said about at the start we've got a carrier in, that's why it's not great AA on this ship. But I do manage to shoot him down eventually. And there's the battleship. Now on the mini-map, the Friedrich is pushing the North Carolina. Now it does look like he's going for a ram, but behind him we've got a New Mexico there. So shooting the New Mexico. Now on the mini-map as well, the York, it looks like he's going to come round that corner there. I'm just gauging where he's going with my torps. In case you didn't know, if you select torps, you can gauge if he's slowing down or speeding up. Now we have got the two battleships and the York, where the other battleship is. Now it's just come onto the mini-map, so I do know where he is. And this is why I went behind, because if I'd have gone to the other side, I'd have been caught out. So I do send torps there, and then I load AP and I start hitting him. I do get secondaries on him. That's another good hit. I do take a salvo there for 4,500. I'm still shooting, and I managed to get the torps off.
Enemy battleship foundered.
And now, here comes the Tirpitz. So at this point, I'm kind of committed. I could have kited away, but I thought, looking at the caps and the time and how much we've got advantage, I just thought I'd push in. So this is nearly done. I'm going to leave it here and just let you watch what happens. I do hope that you enjoyed this. If you did, please like and subscribe, and I will see you in the next one.
Torpedoes, direct front.
cruiser sunk.